Hey everybody, welcome to the Songs for Soldiers, Yoga for Soldiers event that was supposed to take place earlier this month. We're super happy to have you online. This is the world we live in this day and age with the live stream. But I just wanted to take a quick moment before we hand it over to our teacher Amber to thank yoga4soldiers for participating, Bare Hands Yoga Collective, and of course Gaslight. Our normal host for the event, Main Street Abbey. It's usually a great venue to do this, but with COVID, here we are live like everybody else in the world. And I'm gonna let Amber, direct the mood of this thing, but as the founder of Songs for Soldiers and on behalf of my committee, we're just super grateful to be doing something. We know times are tough. We know a lot of people are unemployed. If you are able to donate, you can go to our website at s4sstl.org, and we have several suggested donation levels. If you can't, we totally understand. We understand the situation you're in, because for the first time ever, we're all in it together. So use this yoga practice for whatever it is that you need it to be, for whatever maybe you're experiencing. If you're looking for something to send the positive energy to out of this practice, I know that I'm gonna send it to the future. So the worst part about COVID is we don't know what's next, right? So for me, I always look forward to our massive benefit concert in September. It's just a great thing for the whole community. We raise tons of money, and it gives us a year's worth of work to do for combat veterans all over the country. So if you feel like channeling your energy, please send it to that warm September weekend that we cherish so much, because I think if we all put it out there, it can happen. So without further ado, this is Amber Reeder from Yoga6 and Bare Hands Yoga Collective, and I'm going to get off the screen now. Thank you.
Thank you, Dustin. Happy Saturday, everyone. So the mood should be super chill, right? Just take care of yourself as you practice today. If you are strong into yoga or you've never taken class before, what you have to remember is we're always a student and your body already knows where to go. So as you move into a posture, it's like you're asking the question. And then the answer comes back to you through the sensations that you feel in your body. So just let yourself be available to what comes up today. Take rest when you need, push yourself when you can, and just see what's on you. Before we start, I want to say thank you so much to my good friends Tim DeWitt and Allie Fridley. They were not able to be here because we have to stay apart right now. But they shared their magic and have recorded the music that you'll hear today. So just enjoy as we move along to it. So wherever you are in your space, get yourself comfortable. We're gonna have a seat. And this is Sukhasana. So it means easy seat. You just come into that place where you don't need any effort to be. My legs are crossed, or yours can be draped out in front, however you feel good. And just feel yourself connect to the earth. And start to take some of that energy, send it up through your spine, and lift yourself out through the crown of your head. And soften your shoulders down and away from your ears. And when you feel ready, close your eyes. So nothing to be done right now. No work. You just be still. And let yourself breathe. Don't change your breath, just let it be. And feel yourself soft in your space. Notice how you feel. And maybe we start with the outer shell. How the air in your space feels on your skin. And how your clothes feel against your body. And how your muscles lay over your bones. And just breathe. As you come to this place to center, things will distract you. That's human. It might be a sensation in your body or a sound in your space or a thought that comes up. So let it come and then let it go. Just breathe. And then when you're ready, start to notice your breath. And if you can visualize that space where you feel it moving strongest in your body right now, and gently begin to stretch it out. So as you breathe in, you start to stretch out that space. Your lungs get full at the top of your breath. Part your lips, release it out. And as soon as you empty out your air, your body reaches back for the inhale. It just reminds you that it already knows what to do. So slow, steady breath in. Let your belly be soft so the breath can move there. Work its way up into the ribs, the chest, the top of your throat. Then part your lips, let it out. Imagine yourself releasing your breath from the top of your throat, through your chest, your ribs, down into your belly. And just breathe. Slow as you fill up. Take that last sip of air at the top. Let your lungs stretch out. Then part your lips, release your breath. And if you're comfortable, let this sound be audible outside of your body as you breathe. There is no stress here. Trust yourself, trust your body as you move. So your lungs start to feel supple now. You feel some energy moving in your body. Notice again how you feel. When you're ready, we're going to start to move into Ujjayi breath. And that's the breath we'll use as we practice today. And the breath helps to seal the heat in your body and lets it build there. And just remember, if it doesn't feel right for you today, you can just take the breath that feels natural. So all you do is seal your lips. That's how you begin. And keep your breath slow and big in your body. Keep stretching out. And now you're breathing in and out through your nose. Again, your lips are sealed. The inhale feels the same, but the exhale, you start to feel that gentle constriction in the back of your throat. So maybe you imagine as you breathe out, you're trying to make that sound that you make when you fog up a mirror. Push your breath out strong. Find that sound. Again, slow to fill. All the way to the top of your throat. And push the breath out through your nose. Lips are sealed tight. So that's it. You're in it. That's your Ujjayi breath. Keep breathing. And when you're ready, press your palms together at your heart space. Thumbs touch firm into your chest. And this is the time when we set our intention for practice. So maybe you have something that you find there today. I'm going to invite you to share my intention with me. It's simple, it's just a word, 4 letters. And my word today is hope. Because right now, when we're not together with the people that we love, things feel heavy. But when it's weighing on you, you have to dig inside and find your hope. You can't let it take you down. You just reach in there. And my friends, it lives even in the most cynical of people. It's a thing that gets you to your feet every morning. So as we move today, let's just celebrate hope. Hope is the belief that something good is about to happen, that something good is possible. So whatever your intention is, press your palms together, seal it in. And gently flutter your eyes open, take back in your space. Take a big breath in, lift your intention up to the sky, reach tall through your spine. Lips are sealed, breathe out through your nose, release your hands down, let them touch on your knees. And you're just gonna take a grip here. So first, feel your sits bones root down into the earth. Again, lift tall through your spine. Start to draw your belly in to support you. And then start with your pelvis. And breathe in through the nose, tip your pelvis forward. Open your chest, roll your shoulders back, tip your chin, open your throat. And as you breathe out, pelvis rocks back, belly pulls in, round forward, hang on to your knees so you stretch behind your shoulders. Again, start with the low body, breathe in, tip forward. Roll yourself open, full breath. And then breath out, rock back on your pelvis, around your spine. So now forget about all those things. And just breathe and move. Breathe in, extend your spine all the way up. Seal your lips, breathe out, flex your spine over. And one more time, strong breath. Breathe in, open your front body all the way up, press your shoulders down. And then breathe out, round forward. And so from here, root your sits bones down. Stack one vertebra on top of the other, lift tall. Breathe in, sweep your arms overhead. Breathe out, press your right hand into the earth, but root your left hip down. Reach your left arm over the side. So just make space on the left rib cage. Breathe in there. And as you breathe out, soften yourself towards the edge of your stretch, not quite there. Take a breath in, roll your chest open, reach your fingertips behind you. And then take a breath out, come back to the side. Connect to the earth, breathe in, sweep 2 arms overhead. And that's that. Breathe out, left arm presses down. Right hip stays rooted, right arm reaches over the top, open your rib cage. Take a breath into that space. Breath out through your nose, soften to your edge. And then from here, as you breathe in, roll your chest open, reach your fingertips behind you. Breathe out, come back to the side. Root into the earth, breathe in, arms sweep overhead, palms come to touch now. Take your thumbs, pull them down, let them touch into your third eye space. What do you see? And then take your thumbs, pull them down into your heart space. What do you feel? That's it, release yourself. Come forward into tabletop. So my mat is horizontal to the camera. You might want yours vertical. So when you need to look up, you can see. Shoulders stack over your wrists, hips stack over your knees. Pull your belly up for support, take a breath in. Take a breath out, lengthen through your spine. Crown of the head reaches forward, your tailbone reaches back. And then tuck your toes underneath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push your hands into the earth, push into the balls of your feet, and round your spine. So come into cat back. We've already been here today. As you breathe out, release your knees, release your front body. Open the chest, tip the chin, open the throat. We do it again. Exhale, pull your belly up, push into the earth, round your spine. Find energy behind your shoulders, soften the back of your neck. And do it again. 2 more rounds. Breathe in, open yourself up. And breathe out, press into the earth, round your spine. 1 more round. Breathe in, just let yourself breathe and move. It's okay if your timing is different than mine. Breathe out to round. That's it. Breathe in, come back to neutral. Untuck your toes. Ground into your left palm. And then breathe in to lift your right arm out from your shoulder. So try to reach your fingertips to the side. Roll your chest open. Find energy across your sternum and reach your fingertips away from one another. Now as you exhale, wring your air out. Reach your right arm under your left, bend your left elbow, reach through. Hover yourself off the earth. Breathe in, roll yourself open. Energy through your hands. Exhale, wring your air out as you wrap the arm through. How's your breath? Seal the lips, breathe in through the nose to open. Breathe out, reach through. Last round. And then let it go. Breathe in, just stretch your body. Breathe out, hand releases down to the earth. Right palm grounds now. Breathe in, stretch the left fingertips out from the shoulders. And then roll your sternum open to the left side. Gaze up. Breathe out, reach the arm under. Bend your right elbow so you start to use your bicep now. Breathe in, push into the earth. Roll yourself open. Lips are sealed. Breathe out through your nose, reach through. Last round. Breathe in. Fill yourself up as you make that space. And then let your breath out as you wring into the twist. That's it. Breathe in, stretch. Breathe out, let the arm come down. Breath in here. Lips seal, round your back into cat. Curl your pelvis underneath you. And then start to push your ribs over to the right side. Bend your elbows, let your chest come down in the center. Just make a big circle. Push your ribs to the left and then come up to the top. 1 more circle. Forget about what you're doing. Just breathe. That's it. Stop at the top. Pull the belly in and go to the left side. So push the ribs to the left. Elbows bend as you release your chest. Come over to the right side. Round at the top. 1 more round. Just breathe and move your body. Finish strong in your cat back. And then breathe in, lengthen out into neutral. Inhale, stretch your right leg behind you. So your toes point down to the earth. Push energy into your hands so you find that space behind your shoulders. And then if you feel your pelvis tipping forward, try to smooth your tailbone down. Right hip is square to the earth. Again, toes point down. Now breathe in. Breathe out, curl your knee into your chest and round your spine. Breathe in to lengthen out. You can choose to float your left arm off the earth if you want. And then as you exhale and you curl, you cross your knee and your elbow under the center of your body. And breathe in to lengthen. Remember, it's not necessary. You can leave the hand down to the earth. Last round, breathe out, curl the belly in, finding engagement there. Breathe in, lengthen that leg behind you, and then soften it down to the earth. Left side, find equal weight between your hands, and then stretch the left leg off the earth. And if you feel that weight shift over to the right side, try to send some to the left. Square the toes to the earth, hip is down. Take a breath in. Breath out, curl your knee into your chest, round your spine. And just breathe, inhale, lengthen. Reach the heel back and then the crown of the head forward. Exhale to round. 2 more, just like it. And you can choose to lift the right arm if you want to stretch out. Exhale, cross under the center of the body. Pull your belly in and up. Last one, inhale to lengthen. Exhale to curl. Strong breath, inhale through the nose. Lips are sealed, exhale, release that leg down. And then open your knees out. Big toes touch. Set your hips back over your heels. Extend your arms forward. And your forehead can come to touch on your mat. It's okay if it doesn't make it all the way there. And from here, take a breath in. Tent your palms, lift onto your fingertips. And take a breath out. Sweep your arms over to the left side of your mat. So reach out through the right fingertips, root back through your right hip. Turn your gaze so your right ear comes down to the earth. And the left arm can just soften down, or it can wrap behind your back. But you're breathing into that space in your ribs on the right side. And as you breathe out, you lengthen the body. That's it. Breathe in. Sweep yourself back to center. So reset your spine in neutral. Take a breath in. Energize your arms. Come onto your fingertips. A breath out. Sweep your arms to the right side. Left hip roots back. Gaze turns away. Left ear down to the earth. Again, right arm can stay there or wrap behind your back. Your choice. Breathe into your ribs on the left side. Fill up. And then breathe out to lengthen your body. That's it. Inhale, sweep yourself back to center. Lift yourself up. Unwind your knees. And tuck your toes underneath. And take a breath in to hover them off the earth. So now you start to feel your belly strong and engaged. And take that weight, shift forward so your shoulders come over your wrists. This is floating table. Don't worry, we're gonna come out. Just breathe, keep yourself still. Big breath in. Breath out, take that weight of your body, shift back, melt your heels down, lift your hips up to the sky, come into downward facing dog. But don't settle into stillness, let your body move first. Pedal out your feet. Sway your hips gently side to side in space. Your feet should be about hips width distance. And you start to melt your heels down to the earth. The backs of your legs will start to open up on their own time. And just let it be. We have time. Soften your head. Crown of the head reaches between the hands. And then let your shoulders stay broad as they slide down your back to engage. Belly lifts to the spine. And then start to lift the tops of your thighs. So energy there. And take a breath in, just soften your knees under your hips, gaze between your hands. We're just gonna move a couple of times here. Breathe out, melt your heels, lift your hips, head relaxes. 2 more, just like it. Breathe in, soften your knees. Keep your belly pulled up for support. Breath out, strong, push back in space. Last one, breathe in, knees under the hips. Breathe out, shift back. That's it. From here, inhale, lift your heels, your hips lift behind you. And then exhale, roll through your spine, come forward into plank. You probably need to step your hands forward or your feet back. Shoulders are right over the wrists and pull your belly up for support. You have the option to release your knees down to the earth and untuck your toes or stay in full plank. But take a peek at your elbows. The inside of the elbows point forward and they're gonna stay there. Breathe in, reach through the crown of the head, pull your belly up. Breathe out, let your arms scrape your side body as you lower all the way down to the earth. Slow. 3, 2, 1. Release yourself down. Walk your tailbone back toward your heels. Toes are untucked. And then hug your elbows into your sides, but there's no weight in your hands. Instead, think about how the muscles along your spine feel. Breathe in to peel your chest off. You shine your heart forward into baby cobra. Breathe out to release down. Your face just hovers above the mat. 2 more, just like that. So think of stretching your legs long behind you, then inhale to peel your chest off. Your back body is strong. Breathe out to release down. Last one more time. Lift yourself up and hold yourself there. Shoulders press down, elbows hug in tight. If you want to deepen your back bend, slide your hands down towards your ribs, push into the earth and start to lift yourself off. You can also press into the tops of your feet to float your hips and thighs for up dog. But again, shoulders press down, lift your chin. Breathe out, come into downward facing dog over the tops of your legs. Take your time and then start to come into stillness. Breathe in, soften your knees, gaze forward. Breathe out, start to walk your feet towards your hands, and you come into forward fold. So start with a little bend in your knees. Let your legs be soft. And the weight of your head and your chest are going to draw you forward into the stretch. Soften your head, turn it side to side. No tension there. Just breathe. When you feel ready, start to lengthen up the backs of the legs. If you want, you can grab opposite elbows, and then that just acts as an anchor to draw you down towards the earth. And you can start to shift your weight. Think of shifting into the right foot, and then shifting into the left foot, you just start a little rock side to side. And again, you feel the backs of your legs opening, the back body lengthening, soften your head. And start to still that motion. Let your hands come under your heart space. Feel your feet push energy into the earth and light up your legs. And as you breathe in, slide your hands up your shins, lift out through the crown of your head, halfway lift. Breathe out, release to fold. So just feel that energy run through your body. Up the legs, over the back body, reach out through the crown of your head. And then breathe out to let it soften. Last one, breathe in, halfway lift, and pause here. Press your hands into your shins. And feel your tailbone reach back in space. The crown of your head reaches forward. Your belly lifts for support. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Soften your knees. Plant your hands. Step your feet back into your plank. Again, same choices. You can release your knees down to the earth, untuck your toes. If you do, make a straight line from your knees out through the crown of your head so your hips press through, and then you draw your belly up to support you here. Inside of the elbows, point forward, breathe in. Breathe out, first chaturanga. So you lower yourself about halfway, but you stop where you still feel strong in your body. And then breathe in to release yourself into your back bend. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Just breathe. Heels melt down. Let your weight push back into the legs. So all the weight isn't loaded in your arms. That's too much. Widen your fingertips and try to press into the space between your thumb and your forefinger so you align the bones of your wrist. When you're ready, breathe in. Float your right leg up to the sky. It doesn't have to be high. You just feel that extension of energy out through your heel. Melt your left heel down to the earth. And then roll your right hip over your left, let it open. Bend your knee, let the foot fall behind you. And so you feel your right shoulder is rolling open. So we're going to counter the stretch. Roll your right shoulder down to the earth. Continue to push your left foot across to the left side of your mat. When you're ready, breathe in, square the hips, extend the leg behind you. Breathe out, fold your knee into your chest. And you round your spine here. If it feels terrible, don't do it. Breathe in, stretch your leg back, reach out through the heel. Breathe out, fold your knee into your chest, and just pause. And see if you can lift your knee up to your chest and step your foot through. It's okay if the answer is no. You can swing your leg around the outside or move it with your hand. Physically move it. And then release your back knee, untuck your toes. So while you're here, think about the idea of effort versus ease in your body. If I'm here and I completely let go, my hips fall through and it starts to be uncomfortable. It's too much stretch. So you have to engage a little bit of effort. Pull back in your front leg, pull forward with the back leg. Your legs are strong. and then just walk yourself up. If you pushed your weight back, let it press forward, and then scissor your legs together. That's it, that's where we stay. Breathe in, float your arms overhead. Breathe out, soften your shoulders. As you take a breath in, keep your tailbone softened down toward the earth. Lift in your low belly. So if you start to tip forward in the pelvis, it's too much in your low back. So you just counter that, come into neutral. As you breathe in, legs are solid, but the upper body starts to move open across your sternum. And then breathe out, reach forward, round your spine. Just let your energy do the work. Breathe in, open up, cactus, open the arms. And breathe out, reach forward, round your spine. One more round. Breathe in to open. And breathe out to reach. And then start from your low back. As you breathe in, stack one vertebra on top of the other. Lift the arms. Breathe out, soften your arms to frame your foot. Tuck your back toes and float your back knee. And give yourself permission to try it. So if you floated the back knee and it doesn't feel good in your hips, it's okay to let it back down. You're safe here. When you're ready, ground into your left palm. Spiral open on the right side. Breathe in. And feel that trade of energy. Reach down through the rooted hand. Reach up through the right. Let yourself be still. That's it. Take a breath in. Breath out. Unwind your twist. And soften your back knee. Step forward. Let it meet its partner. Come into forward fold. Wiggle your hips if you choose, and then soften into space. Bring your big toes close together and leave a little space between your heels. And notice where the weight of your body is over your feet. Spread your toes wide, rock your weight forward, and then we're going to send it back into the heels. Soften your knees, take a good bend, lay your chest on your thighs. Head releases. Again, push the weight back into the heels. When you're ready, breathe in, float your chest off your legs, arms come overhead into chair pose, Utkatasana. So while you're here, notice how you feel. The more weight you send back, the more you feel it in your thighs. Start to gently tuck your pelvis underneath, lift your chest, send energy through your fingertips. And take a breath in, breath out, soften down. Couple more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Be soft. Last breath in. Breath out. Lay your chest over your thighs. Bend your knees. Release. And then straighten your legs up. Breathe in. Halfway lift. Breathe out. Forward fold. Plant your hands. Step your feet back to plank. Again, decide how you're going to take chaturanga. But inside of the elbows, point forward, breathe in. Breathe out, shift forward, lower halfway down. Again, stop where you're strong. Breathe in to open your chest, press your shoulders down. Breathe out, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Right away, start to find stillness in your body. Breathe in, float your left leg up. And just send energy back through that leg. So it doesn't have to be lifted high, but it's strong. And then roll your left hip over your right, bend your left knee, let the foot just fall behind you, stretch your quad. If your left shoulder feels open, roll it back down to the earth. Continue to push your right leg across to the right side of your mat. No, that's your left leg. When you're ready, breathe in, square your hips, extend your foot behind you. Breathe out, draw your knee into the chest, slow and steady as you move. Breathe in, push the leg behind you. Breathe out, fold your knee into your chest. And then see if you can pick the knee up towards you and step your foot through. Release your back knee, untuck your toes. Again, you may have to move your foot with your hand, that's okay. And then we reset on this side, so let it be fresh. Don't think about the other side. Your body's not completely symmetrical. So that idea of letting your hips push too far forward because you're released, and then starting to bring energy in so the legs hug together like they're gonna pass each other under your body. Then they're strong, and you lift yourself up, arms stretch overhead, take a breath in. Breath out, soften your shoulders. Notice how your pelvis feels. Can you smooth your tailbone down a little bit? Keep that sharpness out of your low back. So from the rib cage down, you're rooted. Does not move. It's just the upper body. As you breathe in, open the chest, open the arms. Breathe out, reach forward, round your back. Push energy into your left foot. Breathe in, open yourself up. Breathe out, reach forward. Don't think about what it looks like. Instead, find the sensation in your body. Breathe in to extend. Breathe out to round. And then from your low back, stack your vertebrae on top of the other. Soften your hands down to the earth. Tuck your back toes, float your back knee. So it's not just lifting the leg off the earth. You press energy into it, it's strong. And ground into your right palm. And breathe in, spiral open on the left side. And find that energy, pressing the arms apart from one another. Be still. And take a breath in. And breath out, unwind your twist, hand plants down. The right knee softens. Shoot your weight forward, step the feet together, forward fold. Breathe in, lift and lengthen halfway. Breathe out to soften down. Right here, wiggle your big toes together. We've already been here. Leave a little sliver of space between your heels and rock your weight back. And then bend your knees. And you're getting stronger right now. Breathe in to float your chest off your thighs. Reach your arms overhead. So try not to think about the work right here or the sensation that you feel. Instead, you just breathe. Let yourself be still. That discomfort that you feel, it will pass. And breathe through it. Don't feel like you fight it. Instead, you release yourself towards it. Step forward. Take a breath in. Imagine that you're holding a ball between your hands and you're going to turn and twist and set it off to the right side of your body. Let your weight stay back in the heels. Breathe in, float your chest up, reach the arms, sit the hips down. Breathe out, twist to the left side. Again, breathe in, lift yourself up, sit the hips down. Breathe out, turn and twist to the right side. Breathe in, float yourself up. How is your Ujjayi breath? Lips are still sealed. Breathe out through the nose, turn and twist. When you're ready, sit your hips down. Float your arms overhead. One more breath. Breath out, release down. Straighten your legs behind you. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale, release to fold. Plant your hands, step your feet back to plank. And again, let yourself be strong here. Your choice how your body looks. You can be in full plank or release your knees down, untuck your toes. Inside of the elbows, point forward, take a breath in. Breath out, lower yourself halfway down. Release yourself open into your back bend. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. That's it, be still. Just let yourself have a breath here. I know that you can always come down to your knees. You don't have to take the chaturanga every time we do it. And just see where your body is today. Again, you ask the question, and then you listen for the answer. Breathe in, stretch your right leg up to the sky. Keep your hips square to the earth. Breathe out, fold your knee into your chest, round the space behind your back. Breathe in, stretch back. Breathe out, fold your knee into your chest. Again, breathe in to extend. Breathe out, fold your knee into your chest and step the foot through. And your back heel is going to turn over and you press into the pinky toe blade of that foot. Your front knee lands right over the ankle. Hug your legs together and then float yourself up. You can also walk up your thigh if you want support. Arms stretch overhead. This is warrior one, Virabhadrasana. So let yourself get settled. You may need wider train tracks for your feet to stand on, or you may need to shift the back heel around, just pivot around so your hips can square to the top of your mat, shoulders stack over your hips. So you decide. And then find stillness. Push energy into the back leg so it's strong. Breathe in, sweep your arms overhead. Breathe out, let your arms come down. Right arm sweeps under the left and you give your body a hug. And then walk your fingertips back towards your shoulder blades. Breathe in, stack your head in line with your spine, lift tall. As you breathe out, round forward, let yourself hinge over your leg. You can come inside the right thigh. Let your head hang heavy. Hug your right thigh into your right shoulder so your legs are strong. And breathe in, start to roll up through your spine. All the way, release your hands, arms come overhead. And then breathe out, sweep your arms behind you. And right thumb is gonna grip on top. Roll your shoulders back, lengthen your knuckles down your bum. And then you just open your chest. You tip your chin to open your throat. And you just breathe. That's it. First, bring your head in line with your spine. Soften your grip. Don't let your arms slingshot. Just gently float them overhead. And then breathe out. Step your back foot open. Your inside of your arch maybe intersects your front heel. That's just a guideline. And then bend into your front knee. Feel your energy push down into your mat and your legs apart from one another. So that brings the engagement all the way up. So we were forward facing in the hip socket, and now we're externally rotated, so your legs feel like they roll out from one another. And then get yourself in there. Bend into the legs. Push the leg back. Reach your fingertips strong. Find your gaze over your right hand. And then you just be still. Lips are sealed. Breathe in and out through your nose. Again, push energy into your mat. Press the legs apart. And then let's move. Flip your palms. Breathe in. Straighten your front leg. Reach your arms overhead. Gaze can follow. And then breathe out. Press the arms down. Bend into the front leg. And two more just like it. Flip your palms. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to press down. Last time. Breathe in. Float the arms. Breathe out, push down. That's it, right here, pause, take a breath in. Take a breath out, slide your ribs forward. Your front forearm can just gently touch down on the thigh. Back arm reaches over the top, and this is extended side angle. So you're trying to roll your top shoulder open over the bottom shoulder, but make space in your side body. As soon as you start to drape over like a rainbow, bring yourself out and lengthen through your sides. That's it. So you know your body. If you have a deeper expression, you can go there. Maybe you begin to sweep that arm behind you. Try to find your right hip crease. You can also let the front arm go. Press the back of the arm into the leg, the thigh into the arm. If you want to reach under, you can go for full bind. But just let yourself try. And then come back to the place that you feel supported. Just breathe. One more full breath here. The leg is getting angry at you. You just breathe. Be still. When you're ready, inhale. Lift yourself up all the way back and then straighten the front leg. Oh, yes. Make space in your waist. And then breathe out. Cartwheel your hands to frame the front foot. The back heel lifts onto the ball of the foot so that you can square your hips. Step your right foot back. Strong in your plank. Knees lifted or lowered. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift forward. Lower halfway down. Breathe in. Open yourself up. Breathe out, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Soften into your space. And just breathe. Your next breath in, float your left leg up to the sky. Hips stay square to the earth. And breathe out, fold your knee into your chest, round your back. Breathe in to stretch back, push through the heel, let the right heel soften down. Breathe out, fold your knee into your chest. Last one, breathe in, stretch back. And breathe out, step the foot through, and help it if you need. And the right leg turns over, the heel comes down, press into the pinky toe blade of the foot. Front knee lands over the ankle. And then help yourself or float yourself all the way up. Arms stretch overhead. Remember, give yourself time. So this side is fresh. Your hips come around. You can pivot on the back foot. Bend the front knee over the ankle. And if you feel like you're swaying, widen your feet on your tracks. Breathe in, sweep your arms overhead. Breathe out, left arm sweeps under the right this time. Walk your fingertips back towards your shoulder blades. Pull your shoulders into their sockets. And then lift through your spine, breath in. Breath out, release forward, round your back. Let yourself fall inside the left thigh. Breathe where you are. And then start to roll up through your spine. Release the arms, inhale. Exhale, arms release behind you. Left thumb comes on top this time. Interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back. Slide your knuckles down your bum. Open the chest, and then tip the chin to open the throat. Be careful with your low back. So you soften the tailbone down. Pull the low belly in and up to support you here. Bring your head in line with your spine. Let go of your hands. Breathe in, sweep the arms overhead. And then breathe out, step open into warrior two. So again, back arch intersects with the front heel, maybe. Bend into the legs and push them out from one another. So now you roll the thighs out. And then reach strong through your fingertips, gaze over your left hand. And just breathe. When you're ready, flip your palms. Breathe in, straighten the front leg, arms overhead. Your gaze can follow. If it makes you feel unsteady, just keep your gaze straight ahead. Breathe out, turn your palms down and push onto the horizon. Again, breathe in, lift. You're just breathing and you're moving, no pressure. Breathe out, press down. Last round, breathe in, lift and lengthen. Breathe out to bend. Then pause for the breath in, grow your spine tall. Breath out, reach through the front arm. Let it land on your thigh for support. Right arm stretches overhead. Roll your shoulder open, lengthen through your side body. So don't let your ego get you. You don't have to be down far. You just want to find the extension. That's our intention. So you want to work the bind, you can. Maybe circle the back arm around, just open your shoulders. See how that feels. And you search for the left hip crease. Or you can drape your arm inside. Press your thigh into the back of the arm into the back of the thigh. Or you can reach under and bind. You decide. Hold for another breath. Let that discomfort go. If you're bound, let yourself go. Breathe in, lift yourself up and back, reverse your warrior, and then straighten the front leg. And then feel that line of energy from your toes, up through the waist, out through your fingertips. Breathe in. Breathe out, cartwheel your hands, frame your front foot, square the hips. Take that left foot, step back to meet the right. Nice and strong here. Take a breath in. Breath out, shift forward, hug the elbows in tight. Lower yourself all the way down to the earth. And then untuck your toes. Walk your tailbone back toward your heels. We're just gonna work on the back body for a moment while we're here. Let your hands come by your sides. Turn your palms over to face the mat and rest your left ear down onto the earth. And just keep moving your face each time we lift. So first, notice how your pelvis feels. You want to gently rock it underneath you. Slide your tailbone down towards your bum. As you breathe in, use the muscles along your spine to peel your chest off. We've already been here in baby cobra, but you hold strong. Notice how they feel as they run down into the low back. And then send energy through your fingertips. Float them off the earth. And if you'd like, send energy into your legs. Float them off the earth. Your back body is strong. Breath in. Breath out. Release yourself down. Turn your head to the other side. And just be still. When you're ready, we do it again. Breathe in. Peel your head and chest off. And then energy out through your fingertips, out through your toes. Reach strong. Breathe out, release down. So now we're just going to breathe and we're going to move on the breath. Only 2 times. And when you're ready, breathe in, peel yourself off. Reach the arms and the legs as high as you can be. Breathe out to lower down. Last time. Breathe in, lift and float yourself off the earth. Strong back body, hang on. Breathe out, release down. Slide your hands under your shoulders and then lift your hips, set them back over your heels, round your spine out. Curl your pelvis underneath you. Then press your hands into the mat, lift yourself up. Tuck your toes underneath, press back into downward facing dog. So we already did that sequence. We're gonna move through it on our breath. It might be a little bit messy, that's okay. And just breathe and you move. Soften your heels down, press your chest back toward your thighs. Breathe in, bend your knees, lift your heels, push your chest toward your thighs, try to keep it there. As you breathe out, lengthen the legs behind you. And here we go. Breathe in, float the right leg up, long behind you. Breathe out, fold your knee into your chest. Breathe in, push back. Breathe out, knee to the chest. Breathe in, stretch back. Breathe out, step the foot through. Turn the back heel over as you breathe in. Breathe out, strengthen up the legs. Breathe in, lift yourself up. Breathe out, right arm under the left. Breathe in, grow tall. And breathe out, let yourself fold forward. Breathe in, roll up through your spine, arms stretch overhead. Breathe out, step out into your warrior 2. Pause for breath in. Breath out, reach forward, come over, extended side angle. Breathe in, lift yourself up and back. Breathe out, cartwheel your hands, frame the front foot. Take that right foot, step it back to meet its partner in plank. Breathe in. Breathe out, shift forward, lower halfway. Inhale, open into your back bend. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And be still. Left side, breathe in, stretch the left leg up. Breathe out, fold your knee into your chest. Breathe in to stretch back. Breathe out, fold your knee into your chest. Breathe in, push back. Breathe out, step the foot through. Breathe in as you turn the back heel over. Breath out, strengthen your legs. Breathe in, float yourself up, arms overhead. Breathe out, left arm under the right, give yourself a hug. Breathe in, grow tall. Breathe out, round forward. Breathe in, roll through your spine, reach your arms overhead. And breathe out, step open into your warrior 2. Pause for breath in. Breath out, slide your ribs forward, come over extended side angle. Inhale, lift yourself up and back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame the front foot. Turn the back heel over, pause here. You bend the back knee and step forward, meet your partner into forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, release to fold. Soften your knees. And just push energy through your feet into the earth. And start to roll up through your spine, one vertebra at a time. And when you get to the top, your shoulders soften down your back. So, from here, step your left foot back. Your right foot is the leader. And come into your warrior one legs. We've already been here today. Bend the front knee, let it land right over the ankle. So see where you're comfortable in this posture. I'll give you some choices. But inhale to float your arms overhead. Exhale, soften your shoulders. That's it. Breathe in, sweep your arms behind you. Right thumb comes on top of the left. Circle the shoulders back. Slide the knuckles down your bum. It may help to widen your right foot out to the edge of your mat. See where you are. But legs are solid. Send energy into the back leg so it lengthens. Everything pulling together. And from here, you take a big breath in. You can tip your chin if you want to open your throat. And then a big breath out, hinge forward inside your right leg. So the right shoulder comes inside the right thigh. Your arms can stay down at your low back. You can also release the arms and just support yourself here. But if you choose, lengthen through the arms. Let your head relax. Let your arms float overhead. Come all the way into humble warrior. And just breathe. Don't let your thoughts creep in. Instead, you just hold your body strong, you breathe, and you be still. Remember, don't fight. Just let go. That's it. Soften your hands down to your low back. Try to keep them from slingshotting apart. Just gently release. Roll up through your spine, one vertebra at a time. That's it. Soften the back leg. Step it up to meet its partner. Bring your hands into your heart space. That's it. Left side. Right foot steps back. And get yourself set up so the hips come forward, that back heel melts around behind you. And you bring energy into your legs, bend your front knee, let it land over your ankle. Take a breath in, sweep your arms overhead. Breath out, let your shoulders soften. Breathe in, sweep your arms behind you. Left thumb comes on top. Circle your shoulders back, lengthen your knuckles down your bum. And as you breathe, you can open your chest and tip your chin if you want to open your throat. As you breathe out, hinge forward, let your left shoulder come inside your left thigh. And then hug your shoulder into your thigh, hug your thigh into your shoulder. Arms can stay at your back or be under your heart space for support. Or you just extend your arms overhead, let them drape over, relax your head. Breathe where you are, be still. And you'll make it just fine. Just breathe, let yourself go. When you're ready, soften your hands down to your low back. Gently release your grip, start to roll up through your spine, arms overhead. Soften that back leg, step forward. Palms come to touch. Bring your hands into your heart space. That's it. Take a full breath in. Sweep the arms overhead. Lead with your chest, swan dive forward as you breathe out, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen yourself halfway. Exhale, release to fold. One more time, breathe in, lift and lengthen. Breathe out to fold. Push your feet back into the earth. And begin to roll up through your spine, one vertebra at a time. When you get to the top, your shoulders slide down your back. That's it. So we're going to come into balancing posture. Feet are right under your hips. And just notice how they feel. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes. Make that connection to the earth. And try to spread your feet wider underneath your body. You feel like they just melt out. And then feel that energy. It runs up the length of your legs, into your pelvis, up the length of your spine. You stretch out through the crown of your head, soften your shoulders down. When you're ready, bring your hands into your heart space. Eyes flutter back open. And just find something to look at, something that's not moving. So we call it our drishti, which is just your focal point. But it's more than just a soft gaze. You're sending your energy out to that space. So then you become still. So bring energy into your right leg. Feel like it's growing roots into the earth underneath you. They start 6 inches down, and then a foot, 2 feet, all the way to the center. And start to peel your left heel off the earth. And then open your thigh just like a door. Don't sit down in your right hip, lift up and out. Your eyes don't move. And then take that left leg, start to trace up your right. Landing anywhere but your knee. You can also take your hand, help that leg up. Just let yourself be still. And as that energy runs through your body, you can stretch your branches if you choose. Try not to worry about what they look like. Instead, you just feel that extension of the energy, or you invite the energy in. And as you feel ready, start to fold your branches back in. Bring your leg in line with the hip and let it set down. Give your right ankle some love. Feet press down. Reset, big breath in. Breath out, swan dive forward. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, release to fold. Push your feet into the earth. Roll up through your spine, one vertebra at a time. At the top, your shoulders soften down your back. Opposite side. So find your focal point again, hands into your heart. Let that weight shift over into the right leg. Start to grow roots down underneath you. When you're ready, the right heel peels off. Rotate the leg in the hip socket. Lift out of the left side. And then start to draw that foot in. Landing it anywhere but your knee. You may notice that one side is different than the other. It's okay. Just breathe and be still. And grow your branches if you choose. Maybe they look different on this side. And when you're ready, bring your hands back into your heart space. Leg comes back in line with the hip. Release it down. Give your left ankle some love. Feet step together. Take a big breath in. Reach your arms. Big breath out. Swan dive forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, release to fold. Plant your hands. Step your feet back to plank. Strong in your body. Lift from under the belly. Breathe in. Breathe out, soften your knees under your body. Untuck your toes. And then shift yourself around if you need. Your shoulders should be right over your wrists. And first, you're going to take your right foot and press it out to the side. So it's going to make a little kickstand for your body. Left leg stretches out behind you. You're on the ball of your foot. And when you're ready, start to roll to the inside blade of the left foot, your right shoulder over your right wrist. Open your body up, reach your fingertips up in space. And then the arm floats over, bring your bicep by the ears. So you take that weight of your hips and you shift forward, float your leg off the earth. And if you fall, no worries. If you want to bind, fold your foot behind you. Reach for the outside blade of the foot. Press the foot into the hand. Breathe into your front body. When you're ready, big breath in, stretch long. And breath out, square your hips and your shoulders down to the earth. And take that left hip, push it to the left side, and then start a circle back and around. Hips press to the right. Step your hands forward so as you come forward, your hips can drape through and finish your circle. And sit, come back, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Take your left foot this time. Kick it out to make that kickstand. And stretch your right leg behind you. The ball of the foot touches down. And then you start to roll to the inside blade of your right foot. Open your hips, open your shoulders, stretch your right arm overhead. And then take your bicep, float it by your ear. Bring the weight of your body forward, and that leg lifts right off. If you want to bind, fold your foot behind you. Reach for the outside blade of the foot. Kick the foot into the hand, open and breathe. When you're ready, stretch everything out. Square your hips, square your shoulders. Take both hips, press them to the right side, and now circle back and around. Hips to the left, hands can come forward as you move through. One more circle. And then when you're ready, big toes touch, knees open. Let your hips sit back over your heels. Stretch your arms long and your forehead touches down onto your mat. And then let your arms soften into the earth underneath you. That space between your brows and just above where your third eye lives, let it touch down onto your mat. And then you're just going to gently turn your head from side to side to give that space a massage. And come back into stillness when you're ready. And just breathe. And pull your palms into the mat. Draw yourself up. Roll through your spine. Unstack your legs. Take your right arm, stretch it. No, that's your right leg. Stretch it behind you. And then swing it around so it doesn't have to be pretty. Just get it to the outside right corner of your mat. And then let your hips press down and forward. If you feel like you need longer arms, you can place something under your hands if you have it. If you don't, that's okay. We're just letting that hip open. You can also take the foot, rock it to the outside blade. And peel the sole of the foot back down to the earth. If you need more, you can tuck your toes, float your back knee. If you try it and it doesn't feel good, let your knee touch back down to the earth, untuck your toes. You can also hinge forward and come onto your forearms if that feels good. Help yourself up if you're down. Your left hand comes to the outside of your mat and you let your weight shift over. And then fold your left foot in towards your bum. Take your right arm, turn and open and see if she's there. And if she is, you just touch down on your toes. And And gently draw your foot in towards your seat. And then breathe in to roll your chest open to the sky. Start to let the foot go. Unwind your twist. And take your right foot and heel toe it in so it comes in line with your right hip. And then rock your weight back and you just start to extend the front leg. They may not straighten, that's okay. You can have a little bit of softness in the knee. But take your chest and release yourself over towards that leg, soften the back of your neck. And drag back with your right hip. And just changes the sensation. When you're ready, peel that foot down onto the earth and slide your right foot behind you. Shift your hips around. Take the left foot, swing it around. Top left corner of your mat. And first, just let your hips press down in space. And support yourself on your fingertips. You can come down onto your forearms. You can open that leg by pressing to the outside blade of the foot. Peel the foot down if you did. You can also tuck your back toes, float your back knee off the earth. You can release the leg down. You can come onto your forearms. Wherever you are, you just breathe. Everything is starting to come down now. When you're ready, lift yourself up. Take that right hand, come out to the right side. Fold your right foot in towards your bum. Reach with the left hand to see if he's there. And just grab onto your toes if he is. And fold it in towards your seat. Roll your chest open to the sky and breathe. Gently let go of the toes. Unwind your twist. Take the left foot, heel toe it in line with your hip. And then shift your weight back. Start to straighten your front leg. Nice and gentle. And let your chest drape over your thigh. Feel yourself drag back with the left hip. Release the back of your neck. Peel the sole of that foot onto the earth. And then slide the leg behind you. Hips come to one side. Have a seat. Know that once we lay down, we're going to stay here. So if there's something that makes you comfortable in your final rest, we'll have a long rest today. Just have it near. Support yourself under your legs. Lift tall, breathe in. Breathe out, hinge back on your tailbone. Roll down your spine one vertebra at a time. When you get to the earth, release your arms, release your head and your shoulders. And then walk your feet in close to your bum and heel toe your feet out as wide as your mat. Hands reach out from the shoulders. And just release your legs from side to side. So just windshield wiper, flush out your hips and your low back. And when those knees rest over to the left side of your body, and stay right there. You're on the outside blade of your left foot, the inside blade of your right. If you want to deepen your quad stretch, take your left ankle, cross it over the outside of the right knee, and then let the inner thigh go. You feel that stretch into your hip. Your gaze can be over your right shoulder. If your ankles cross, let it go. Lift your knees back up to the sky. Lift your hips and re-ground your low back into the mat. So you're safe there. And then just let the legs go again, side to side. This time when the knees settle over to the right side, leave them there. And the outside blade of your right foot, inside blade of the left, arms stretch out. If you want to deepen your quad stretch on the left leg, take your right ankle, cross it over the knee, and then release the inner thigh. Your gaze can be over your left shoulder. When you're ready, uncross your ankle. Bring your knees back up to the sky. Ground your low back, draw your knees into your chest. Then take your forearms, drape them around your shins, give yourself some love. And take a moment just to speak kindness into your body. Appreciating what a gift it is. Just to be up, just to be breathing. Squeeze it in. And then release yourself. Open your knees. Reach for the outside blades of your feet. Stack your ankles over your knees for happy baby. Last one. And you can stay right here. If you want to start to rock side to side, you just pull on one foot and then the other. You can also hold in stillness. Just press your low back into the mat. Release your feet, let them touch down to the earth. And stretch your legs underneath your body. And turn your feet in and out so that your leg moves in your hip socket. And then when you're ready, just let your legs fall open. Your arms spread wide, palms face the ceiling. You want to get yourself completely comfortable. We're going to be here for a few moments. So anything that you need to feel more comfortable, if you want to take time and cover up with a blanket, you can. But you just let yourself be still. Your work is done. You come here at the end of your practice to just let your body absorb the benefits of your work. Again, it's human to be distracted. So as things come, you just let them go. You slowly start to feel the tension drain from your body. It runs down the length of your arms, out through your fingertips. And down the length of your legs, out through your toes. Release your jaw. Soften your face. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. And let your eyes float back into their sockets. All you need to do is breathe. Let yourself be still. Know that as you rest, I'll be here as your guard. And I'll call you back in time. Allow yourself to be at peace. Let yourself be free. Shavasana. So, my friends, know that you have as much time as you need. You can just stay in your rest as long as you choose. It's only when you feel that you're ready to come back, land in your body. And just start to bring your awareness towards your breath. And then let your breath deepen. And as your breath moves in your body, it starts to bring the energy back with it. In through your fingertips, in through your toes, and through the crown of your head. And then your body will ask for small movements. So just let those happen as feels good. Maybe you wiggle your fingertips and your toes, or you circle out your wrists and ankles. And if you'd like to stretch your whole body, reach your arms overhead and point your toes away. Take a big breath in. And take a breath out, let go. And then to come up to seated. You may fold your knees, step your feet in close to your bum, reground your low back. And then just turn to your favorite side to take a breath inside child's pose. You can bring yourself upright and take your time to get here. And you decide how you want to close. But let it be in a place that's comfortable for your body, where you can connect back to the earth. And bring your palms together at your heart space. Let your thumbs touch into your chest. And just breathe. Notice how you feel. And seal your practice in. And take it with you as you go on about your day. And thank you so much for trusting me with your practice. My soul honors your soul. I honor the place inside you where the universe lives. I honor the life, the light, the beauty, and the truth within, because it's also within me. And in sharing these things, we are the same. We are connected. And we are one. That can never be changed, despite our physical distance. We are still one. We are always one. Namaste.